Gardner, growing up in Mississippi, had you even heard of the Apple Cup? Was that game even on your radar at all?
Yeah, honestly, not much at all. It's the Egg Bowl back home. But coming up here, you learn fast, and how much people care about it and how much it means to everybody.
What have teammates told you about the meaning of the game and kind of their history and close with Peyton and Nick, and have they told you about it?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some bitter feelings there. This is one that means a lot to people. Even coming into the year, this is the one everybody has circled. This is one, we want to do all these great things, but we want to beat Washington, and that's something that's stuck to me and something that means a lot to these guys. So we're going to do our best for them.
Even if you didn't know about it, I mean, just the ramifications of winning this game. I mean, just how big is this for you guys to put yourself in this position?
Yeah, it's huge. Take the rivalry out of it. We're playing for the Pac-12 North. Playing to keep our playoff hopes alive. So it's huge for our team. When we set out at the beginning of the year, we set out saying we wanted to win the Pac-12, and this is just another step in that journey. So we're just going to try to do our best and win this week.
Football's an emotional game, but Friday especially is going to be an emotional night. How do you guys go about kind of controlling those emotions, knowing everything that's at stake and knowing that it is a heated rivalry?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, you have to treat it like any week. I'd say the biggest difference is you have one less day to prepare. So you got to change your preparation a little bit. But at the end of the day, we want to prepare for it like it's any other game, because we need to win like it's any other game.
At first look, how complicated, since it is a shorter week, how complicated does Washington seem offensively and defensively?
Defensively, they're a great team. A lot of talent, very well coached. They've had a lot of success against us these past few years. But one of the biggest things we're saying is it's not the past few years. Each year's a new year. Each game's a new game. We're a new team. So we're looking forward to the challenge of playing them.
Yeah, a few people have said this is a different team. I mean, people probably say that most years, but why do you kind of believe that?
I mean, it's true. I mean, you look at, we got a lot of new faces on this offense, on this defense, a lot of new coaches on this staff. And I think we're playing with kind of a different spirit, than a lot of teams in the country right now. So we take a lot of pride in how we're playing, and think we have, as good a shot to beat anybody in the country.
Huskies defense is probably one of the best defenses you've seen this year. They're only allowing like 16.6 points. You kind of get excited for that as a quarterback to have that challenge?
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a challenge, to throw against a team that, has one of the best secondaries in the country. It's a challenge that I think we're ready for. I'll take my guys against anybody. We got a bunch of guys that can catch balls, and, I'll trust them against any DB we're going to face.
What makes their defense so challenging? First look on film.
Yeah.
What do they do differently than other teams?
I mean, first off, they're super talented, and then they're super disciplined. They're going to mix up their looks. But I'd say the biggest thing is just us executing our game and not getting too caught up in what they're trying to do, but, really focus on what we're doing.
You watched any of the film of past games, or is that kind of just?
Yeah, I've seen, this past year, and, I'll look more into that. But then we'll start looking more at what they've been doing this year. For us, it's kind of hard as far as film preparation because nobody does anything like we do. So, watching previous years is definitely going to be a big help for us.
What are some of the bigger rivalry games you've played in personally, whether East Carolina, Northwest, Brandon High?
Yeah, Brandon versus Pearl in high school. Brandon versus Pearl, Eat Dirt Pearl. That was the biggest one. We just beat them this past week in the playoffs too, so that was big for us. I think my last year we had like 12,000 at the game, so it's a big deal down in Mississippi. So I think it definitely has me ready for this one.
Being your first year, I can imagine, some of your roommates and some of your teammates, have some bitter feelings about the guys over there. Do you try and adopt that, or do you kind of just say, hey, I haven't played these guys before. This is kind of feel it out for yourself, or how do you kind of approach that?
No, absolutely. I kind of hate everybody we play, so I guess I hate them equally as much as I hate everybody else. So we're gonna try to beat them just like we beat everybody else. So we're just ready for the game.
This game obviously has a lot of implications beyond just playing a rivalry. How exciting is it to just go into a game that has so much on the line?
Yeah, it's very exciting. Like we've said from the beginning of the year, we want to put ourselves in a position where we control our own destiny, and we've done that to this point. And with the win this week, we put ourselves in a position to win the Pac-12, and that's something we've set out to do for a long time.
How
guys on your team are special. How does that translate on the field for you? What is it that you're seeing?
Yeah, I'd say the biggest thing on the field is just trusting each other. You see it, with how our running backs run behind our offensive line, how I play trusting our offensive line, and then how I can throw the ball to some of our receivers, knowing that they're going to protect me and how they're going to come down with it. And I think that helps us a lot. Yeah.
A few months ago, people here knew your name, and that was it. And all of a sudden, you're a Heisman Trophy candidate, you're finalist for national awards, you're a game away from the Pac-12 championship. What has the last few months been like for you personally?
Man, it's been super humbling, man. I've enjoyed it so much. The reception from the guys on this team, the coaches, the fans. It's been a lot of fun. Made this one of the reasons this year's been so special. So I'm just trying to soak it all up and kind of give it back to them and and winning games.
Has anyone given you advice on how to handle more media attention, more obligations? Do you talk to your parents about stuff like that, or anyone back home, or anyone here?
Yeah, one of the best resources I found. Drew Bledsoe reached out to me. I got to know him through his son on the team, John, and him just telling me a few things. Just to be the same person, keep attacking. Don't try to play it safe at this point. Do the things that have gotten you here, and I think that advice has helped me a lot.
Despite everything that's happened, you've hardly been here for half a year. And does it feel like this has been like a week, or does this feel like you've been here for years?
Oh man, it's flown by. You look back, seems like we were just on the plane to Wyoming. Seems like I was just getting here for camp. But man, I've enjoyed every minute of it. I'm thankful for every minute of it, for all these guys on this team, for the relationships we made. So we're going to try to enjoy it these last few weeks.
Davey O'Brien, one of 3 quarterbacks left in the nation for that award. Is that something that just blows your mind, or did you maybe see that coming?
I'm super excited about it, super humbled by it. Obviously none of it's, really possible without the guys around me. This last game was a prime example. We had 6 different guys catch touchdowns, 11 guys catch balls, and that was just in the first half. I've been very fortunate to have some of these guys around me to kind of put myself in that position.
You say you hate pretty much every team you play, but we've mostly seen from the outside perspective you joyful. You don't kind of lock in your emotions. You kind of wear it out on your sleeve. What does the hateful side bring out in your game, and how does that translate in preparing for Washington?
Yeah, I think it's all about preparing. As you get ready for these teams, you find your motivation is why you want to beat them, and just the more you watch them, the more you don't like them, the more you want to beat them. And I'd say that's really what it is, more than hate. Just a desire to beat them more than anything in the world.
Any questions on the phone line for Coach or for Gardner Minshew?
Yeah, this is Larry Stone from the Seattle Times. Jake Browning mentioned after the game on Saturday that you two kind of got friendly at a I believe it was a camp. What are your memories of Jake and your relationship?
Yeah, I got to spend some time with him at the Manning camp. That was a great experience. Got to meet a bunch of guys. I thought he was a great dude, super humble guy, a guy that's played a lot of ball, a guy I respect a lot, just a football player. So, yeah, it was great to get to know him.
Thank you.
Other questions on the phone line? Okay, back in the room.
Was that this past summer, Gardner?
Yep, it was in July, I believe, second week of July. I think it was Manning camp.
Did you and Jake talk about this game at all?
I think a little bit. We didn't talk about it too much. Honestly, I don't think he really knew who I was too much either. But I think that's the case for a lot of people. So, but yeah, it's great to be here now.
As everyone's kind of getting to know who you are now, did you know this about yourself before you got here, or did this need to happen for you to kind of understand what you're capable of?
Nah, I don't know. I feel like I'm just being myself. I think that's kind of having some of these guys on the team that kind of cut loose, don't take themselves too seriously, has allowed me to even do that more and just be comfortable and just have fun with all these guys.
We've been learning some of the fun that you have behind the scenes. Was there a moment where you understood this is a team that you could be yourself with, or was it, and how risky was that to do the first time?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, just getting to know some of the guys in smaller groups. You know, getting to cut up with them. You know, you kind of learn, you know, about them, and then, you know, there's more time you spend, the more comfortable you get around all the guys, and you know, there's never any risk in being yourself. You know, just having fun. You know, so it's just been fun that, you know, people have accepted in the way they have, and, you know, just let us have as much fun as we have.
Peyton said the other day that it's
Who?
Peyton Fuller.
No, I'm not familiar.
He mentioned the other day that it's almost to the point of inconvenient, the number of fans that stop you and want to shoot selfies with you and stuff. Has it reached that point? Is it?
Well, I hate to know that I'm a burden in Peyton's life. That's you know, I feel bad for taking any attention away from him, because Lord knows he needs it. But no, it's been awesome. You know, just seeing you know, how the fans have kind of taken me in just on short notice.
But are you able to get what you need to get done in a day, or?
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's fun. You know, just walking through campus and stuff. Having, you know, just people come, you know, shake your hand, want to take pictures and stuff. It's pretty cool.
He was kidding, I think, by the way.
Yeah, I'm still not sure what you're talking about.
Can you explain the history of this jockstrap, and when did the jockstrap come into your life? And
Yeah, so
took on a life of its
when
own?
we were in camp at Lewiston, you know, we were in these old locker rooms, and there was a jockstrap like still in the package, on like in the corner of the room, and so you know, I started wearing it then, and then like I did a cannonball in it, and then I got kind of known for it through the team. So it's definitely part of my wardrobe now.
Anything else for Gardner?
All right.
All right, thank you,
Appreciate it,
Gardner.
guys.
Thanks a lot.